Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Hello, hello! I'm the Chris who plays games. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here. Welcome Matus and Cowdozlon, James Holder, and everybody else who might be here. Mr. Chris Plays Games is me, and you are here, my friends, to watch me hang out and play a game together. A game called Qube 2 that I just picked up after playing it at PAX East last week. Things going on in the world. We are currently bombing Syria. So that's a thing that's happening now. Explosions have been heard in Damascus. I defer to my foreign affairs minister on whether this is a good thing or not. I've got rainbow everywhere. I've got a hat. It doesn't say an employer name on it because, like, I don't want anybody to be confused and think that everything that I say might be related to my employer. But, you know, I got the hat. I got these things. I got socks. And of course, I can't do anything without a tutu. So I got that too. That is correct. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I think that overall the biggest problem with Syria at the moment is that the strategic direction that has been suggested by folks like Mattis has been very different. Bolton, being the warmonger that he is and having recently taken up residence in the White House, is definitely probably a contributing factor to the choices that are being made here, and primarily Donald Trump wants to look strong, and this is apparently a way to look strong. I mean, we've already gone through this before with the mother of all bombs thing earlier this year, and or last year, I guess. And so, yeah. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I am amazeballs, so thank you, Gaming Lawyer. And also, hello, Mrs. Gaming Lawyer, or Amanda, I guess. Mrs. Gaming Lawyer is a thing that I do for Mrs. CPG. But yes, hello, Van Helsing and Jose, and everybody else who is here. PAX didn't change me, I changed me. No, so I went to buy a hat, and when I bought my hat, Amazon was like, oh, you like a rainbow hat? Well, here, we have rainbow everything. And so, like, I was like, cool, I can do that. And so I started with the tutu, because, like, who doesn't want a rainbow-colored tutu, really? And then it was like, oh, well, you wanted that, now you want socks and gloves and everything else like that. So, here we are. Now we've got rainbow all over the place. So we got this camera over here, we got this camera over here, and I am fully rainbow bright. I don't have room to dance in this room. I was like trying for like 30 minutes to set up this room so that I had like a good thing. They have green. It doesn't show up very well on this, but this is green. This is blue. This is blue, green, yellow. It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Just like in the rainbow. There's green, that's green. Yeah, so the color's kind of screwed up in this camera. I tried to mess with it a little bit, but I didn't get very far. This camera's a little bit better. This is the green. There you go. So yeah. It's not just that I know my colors, I know the colors of the rainbow in the way that they are. Roy G. Biv is the way I learned it, and it's the way it will be forever. So I wore these to work today, and I got a bunch of funny looks from various people, but I said they were my power bracers, and I actually submitted 2 CLs for review, which I looked over my code, and I think I only submitted like 8 changes all year last year, so that was kind of silly. So that's good. I work at Google. I'm a software engineer on YouTube for the moment, and yeah, so not the whole outfit, just the arms. I decided that tutu would be a bit much for the office. Although, I mean, there's people who wear all kinds of weird shit. I work at Google. Like, people wear all kinds of weird shit. It's not that strange, but that was not the look I was going for. All right. So the game we're going to be playing is called Qube. Qube is a little bit in the style of, like, Portal and Talos Principle and other games like that. So we're going to play through that. I'm just going to play this here. It is true. Oh, no, actually, I think it is the opinion of Google that I'm a Google engineer. I think I'm allowed to have that opinion. Let me know if the game is too loud relative to my talking. Ba, ba, ba. No, I do. I've also got a new spinny hat. I love my spinny hats. Wow. Yeah. Alright. Apparently, I'm like trapped on a planet. Oxygen systems effective. Yeah, Jose, I did not mean to pick today. Like, I did not mean to pick something that's as crazy as this. Oh. Okay, Robert Cross is calling me. And the puppy says hi. This comes with a spinner. When you hit the bell, it says error. I'm sorry to hear that. So I have a call from my husband, but I appear to be trapped on a planet that does not look like Earth. Yeah, AWOL spinner. It's not broken, I just don't have another magnet to attach things with, but that's the AWOL spinner. Regulator Vlogs. I recognize that name. Oh, I fell down. But yes, hello Emily, hello Mike, and everybody else. And Regulator, and yeah. Okay, I said hi to people. If you feel like I did not say hi to you sufficiently, you can say so, and then I'll ignore you. Oh yeah, Emily, that's, the lounge is what shows up when I'm not live. So that's a feature that allows us to watch videos together. But I have not been hanging out in my lounge as much for the past couple weeks because I have been watching HBO shows rather than YouTube content. So
this is Commander Emma Sutcliffe of the Vitruvius.
Headspin. I am very colorful. Look how colorful I am. I got arms and legs, everything.
Hello? This is Dr. Amelia Cross. I'm picking up your signal. I repeat, I am reading you clearly.
Alright, I'm reading you clearly.
Oh,
$2! Pipe cock! I don't have any pipe cock, but...
Your systems are slightly damaged. I can't identify what your rank was either. Looks like you're suffering from cryogenic-induced amnesia. What? What are you talking about? You must have been part of Vitruvius, tasked with destroying the Qube.
Aw, thanks, Emily.
The escape pods must have brought us both back.
I guess I came back to the origin planet of the Qube. I'm kind of confused about this life suit can cube things thing.
You may not remember, but if you listen to me and do as I say, we may actually make it back home. Do you understand me? I don't know what the hell is going on, but just tell me what I need to do. Okay. I've detected a human distress beacon coming from the peak of the structure you're in. Your signal is weak because of this blasted sandstorm. I can't log on to you. That beacon is above the storm. If you can just make it there, you should be clear.
Cool.
If you rendezvous with any other survivors,
make it to the peak.
Be able to use my teleporter to extract us all and get home. Right. Okay. I think I can do that.
Yeah, so this is not Portal, but it is a game that seems very similar to Portal. In its marketing materials, one of the reviewers said this was the game that Portal 3 should have been. And so, yeah, it's a similar sense. You get...
should have access to the launch pad function, code-colored blue. Try placing one on any white cubes that have a frame using your left glove, then stand on it.
Boom.
Jesus. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, maybe you should have been expecting that, Amelia.
It may just save your life in here. Listen, I'm losing signal because of the storm. for climbing upwards. Contact me if you find anything strange.
Alright. Yeah, so I am stuck on a remote planet. I don't know anything about where I am. I have no memory of how I got here. And there is some random person talking to me on the other end of a radio telling me what I need to do. I appear to have gloves that allow me to manipulate a set of cubes, and I can use those cubes to figure out where to go and do things with puzzles. So, yeah. So this game is an indie game. It was in the Indie Showcase, in fact, which is where I spent most of my time at PAX. And so it is a game done by a small team, but very much styled, I think, after kind of the way that Portal 1, 2, 3 works. That's right. That is true. And I think I am going to be back to streaming. There may be a little bit of adjustment period. I don't know if I'll be able to make every single one going forward, because I am doing a little bit of local political advocacy as well. So recently I have been working on trying to get Cambridge to invest in municipal broadband, and that's taking up a little bit of my time, so we're going to have to work that out between me and Jess, what we do. But yeah. And so, yeah. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. You know, I love being the center of attention. Okay, so now I have a second ability. So now I can use my red glove to make orange blocks, and then I can also switch to my blue glove. So red glove, blue glove, etc. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm working on that, and that is something that I'm doing one meeting a week for. Let's see. What's this gonna do? I take this, and... oh, that did not work. Okay. So I need to put one of these out, so I bounce into that and land in the middle. It's not complex. It's fine. Okay. So now we bounce off of this. Boom, ba-dum. Do that. There we go. And boom. There we go. So these first couple of puzzles are pretty easy. Just kind of zooming on through them. Apparently they get a little bit harder later. But yes, I'm very colorful. Like I said, I bought myself a new hat. It does not have my employer name on it, so I hopefully won't mislead you into thinking that everything I say is the opinion of my employer and not my own. And when I bought it, it recommended that I buy a tutu and that I buy these things. So I don't know. I feel like writing Microsoft on it, you have to keep in mind that at the moment I still work for the same... I still work for the same management chain that has had problems with me and told me if I get in trouble, I'm on my own. So I'm trying not to get in trouble at the moment. So I do have Nightbot set up, but that does not mean you can't use emojis, because I am not a cruel and evil person like that. I would never block people from using emojis. I can upload more emojis now. That's right. I forgot about that. YouTube added like 5 more emojis for free or something. So I need to come up with some new emojis. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to put one of these out, pull that out, do this, and up we go. Oh, okay. Boom, and around we go. Aha! Emma's talking to me again.
Reading you loud and clear.
There you go.
Making progress, I think.
Good. Listen, I wanted to ask, what do you remember before waking up?
What do I remember?
I don't.
Not really. Anything.
I think I was heading towards a job, a dig site in Scotland. I was in a helicopter with my team.
And you don't remember what happened?
No, I don't. Are you interrogating me, Emma? Because it sure as hell feels...
That didn't really feel like an interrogation to me. It felt like it was a pretty simple and straightforward question.
God damn it, this stupid thing. I best continue.
Alright, so this is not going to let me get all the way over there, though, I don't think. I don't think I went that far. Yeah, okay. So what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, this is on a wall. Okay, so I got up here. And then I make this go up, 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 up. His first name is Cow. Yeah, so PAX, I was, so I spent a bunch of, I enjoyed PAX. I spent a bunch of time going to the panels on kind of representation and diversity topics. I attended a talk that was done by a couple of academics who are working on coming up with, like, a way of measuring like LGBT representation in games, and are working on basically coding the language of Mass Effect. So I guess Mass Effect has the ability to choose which gender you play the main character as. And so the Captain Shepard or something like that, you can play as male or female. And so they're interested in using this, like, game with a bunch of story that you can do either male or female, and try and understand, like, how does the male versus female relationships in the language change, and so on and so forth. I think it's a really cool idea. The problem is it's an academic paper that's like, I mean, like, 40% done as far as I'm concerned. So I really just wanted to read the paper, and there's no paper to read yet, so that was a little bit disappointing. But overall, that was cool. I went to kind of like trans representation in games, which was interesting perspective. This is a conversation I was actually having at work the other day, and I was like, you know, looking at the Wikipedia page of LGBT representation in games and finding that, like, there are not a lot of trans characters, and I had kind of forgotten that Birdo is, like, trans, which I have a tendency to forget things, and that's just one of the things I've forgotten. But I was interested to kind of hear a little bit of, like, what they thought about how that was proceeding. You know, what is the state of trans in video games? I thought that was an interesting talk. The biggest thing that I was a little bit disappointed is that I really would have liked if the panelists had done, like, a, you know, kind of a summary of where things were currently, but they didn't. And so, like, they had not done that before the talk. And so that was kind of a little bit disappointing to me, but I don't know. Things happen, I guess. All right, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to move this back. I'm going to open this. Oh, no. Gosh darn it. Okay. Do it again. Alright, cool. But yeah, so I did that. I definitely went through the indie game section, like, 7 times, and every time I went through, I was like, okay, now I've seen all the games, and then I would, like, come through again and find another game that I wanted. And so there's definitely a bunch of games that I am really, you know, interested in. I don't even know what names of most of them are off the top of my head. I meant to, like, I have a stack of cards that I'm like, okay, this is the one that I care about. But yeah, so I played, like, Lonely Mountains Downhill was, like, a European indie crew that was working on that game. There was, let's see, this one, oh, Right of Ilk. Right of Ilk was really interesting, but their release date currently is, like, scheduled for, like, you know, 2019, and my feeling on 2019 release dates is, ha 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 ha, yeah, right. I just don't see that as very likely. So, you know, it was, like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, except instead of being, like, 1-player and dual stick, it's 2-player. So you've got 2 different people, and they're tied together and can't go apart from each other, and they have to do that. They have to, like, they have to do that. They have to, like, navigate, like, a maze, you know, a series of puzzle-like obstacles, which I thought was really interesting as an idea. I did have questions for them on, like, how do you plan to do, you know, this with multiplayer, like, if people don't have someone to play with locally. They're like, well, we're going to do online multiplayer, and we're going to do this and that and everything else like that. And I'm like, I mean, okay, like, they're going to do, like, matchmaking, but, like, a puzzle-based... Oh, shit, Nuggets, I pushed the wrong button. Like, puzzle-based matchmaking, like, can you imagine having to, like, find a friend in order to play a part of Portal 2 you're on? I don't know, it just seemed weird. Hello, Matus. Yeah, and so, what else? there was kind of a... Oh, I liked Zombie Infectionator Apocalypse. So I really enjoy Plague Inc. But of course the problem is that, like, the plagues, it's kind of hard to feel personally connected to them because, you know, they're just like viruses or whatever. But Zombie Infectionator 3 is a game that allows you to be a zombie and try and take over. So it's like a resource management game where you're trying to, like, drop zombies and you know, kill all the people. And I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, cool. I am through. Yeah, so there was that. Let's see, other panels I went... Oh, so Stingray was here. So Stingray stayed on this couch behind me.
I'm reading you.
Oh,
Are you all right?
there's like an outside.
I've come across an exterior space. The storm has cleared up and, well, there's life here. There's water and plants.
That's unexpected.
This doesn't look accidental either. The structure of the space, the organization of it, it looks purposeful. It reminds me of my husband.
It reminds me of my husband?
He works with plants.
What a weird thing to say.
Before another storm comes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Speak soon.
I looked at this tree and it really reminds me of my husband. I played Qube, which is a kind of cool looking indie platformer. I played oh, there was like a Switch game that actually just came out this week. It's kind of got like a film noir 2D platformer, like fighting game-esque thing, where you build up abilities as you go through. It's like Derby Run, something, something, I don't know. Like I said, I really should have gone through my pile of cards and actually written down the names of games. Yeah. So played a bunch of cool indie games. Didn't really go to any of the other areas or anything else like that. I caught up with M0 and FoxyZilla, briefly saw Cawthor and Izzy Gaming, and yeah. Alright.
Incredible.
Now my gloves can make green things. Yeah, so basically for each of these things, they basically give you the ability to use pre-colored panels, and then after you get used to them, they give you the ability to attach those same panels to your gloves. So what is this gonna do? Okay. Okay, so I need a green thing. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, I think realistically at this point, if you're in the country, it's too late. I mean, we've already done like one targeted strike thing in Syria already this year, right? So, or last year. It's less clear to me that this is, I don't know. I really don't. I shouldn't pretend that I do. I don't. Let's see. Well, everybody's happy, everybody's free, keeping the big door open, everyone will come around. Why are you different? Why are you that way? If you don't get in line, we'll lock you away. It all comes down to nothing. I can see 3 corners from this corner. 2's the perfect number. 1, well... So I've been listening to Dave Matthews Band for the past couple days, and so now that's all that's in my head. I mean, if we're gonna comb them, I have some questions and thoughts on that, but yeah, no, it's terrible. I mean, yeah. It is clear that Syria is the situation in Syria is like a complex thing, and I don't like have magical answers, but it is frustrating that the grown-ups in the room seem to be recommending not doing exactly what was just done. And, you know, as usual, our president decided that he knew better. Okay. Alright. mean, this was the same guy who said he knows ISIS better than the generals for some reason, so whatever.
Millie, I've been
Okay.
monitoring your position. Your suit readings show that you've gained quite a bit of altitude.
Does that mean I'm nearly at the top?
Not quite. These structures, all paths should lead to a central core. If you get there, we can figure out the best way to get you to the peak.
How do you know all of this?
That's a good question.
For a long time, Millie.
So what do you think these structures are?
Well, we know they have internal machinations and seem to perform tasks with no need for external input.
Oh, that's good.
A cybernetic system of sorts, reacting and adapting. The gloves were built to change that, or at least divert its functions temporarily.
But what's their purpose?
All I know is that we had to stop that vessel from colliding with Earth. The structure you're in, God knows what they're used for. Anyway, let's focus on finding that beacon as soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't believe this lady. I feel like she's not telling me the full truth about something, because, like, I know all these things about this building, but we don't need to talk about exactly what it's for. No, 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 that's not what we're looking for right now. Like, just feels like a sketchy position. Okay, that did not really work. Oops. Ah! That worked better. Oh, okay. So, move this over, turn this orange, pull it out. Then turn this blue, pull this out. Now, hopefully, yes, there's a green box. Excellent. Yeah, I also don't like they've built this building and all of these panels are just perfectly positioned for you. It just feels a little bit suspicious. Like, at the very first thing she comes up to, she's like, who the hell put this here? And I think that's a totally reasonable question. Middle mouse button to delete cube. Not using a mouse. I also don't see a cube, so... Which cube can I delete exactly? This one? Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? We will bring this over. Do this. Oh, nope, okay. Huh. So in order to get through here, I have to knock a green thing into it, but I don't know how to do that. Think. Okay, so I can put... When I do this, that cube disappears. Okay, so that's useless. Thank you, Rhett. Yes, I am super colorful. I have colorful feet. I have colorful arms. I have a colorful hat. Okay. Oh, there's another thing up here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that was not super effective. Okay. So I need to... Then move this. Ah, crap. Alright. Got the right idea. Just need to push the right button. And here we go. Okay, so now we pull out the blue thing, push this back. No, that was the wrong thing to do. Okay. Try again. What I need to do... I guess this is why they told me that I can use the middle button to get rid of things, but I can also just put the orange thing on a different panel. Ow. Alright, cool. Hit me in the face, but problem solved. But now I need to get a thing over here. I don't think I can just jump and hit this, right? No. So I need a green block to make its way to me. I was hoping that was going to be able to, like, shoot it farther and I'd be able to bounce it off of this, but that does not seem to be working. So. Okay, so. Here's the Earth. It's chilling. Damn, you might say. That is a sweet Earth. Wrong. Now, what would we do? Yeah, so other than that, at PAX, let's see, what else did I do? I went to, oh yeah, I went to a panel for, like, how to be a girl streamer, which had 4 different panelists up there who talked about all the ways in which, they are, like, routinely abused much more than their male counterparts. One of them was, like, rated by 4chan when she had, like, 4 viewers and had people who, like, would, like, text her with where she was. Like, she'd be like, oh, how are you enjoying the mall? That, like, were people she didn't know at all and other stuff like that. Like, really creepy stuff. So that was a pretty shitty experience. Let's see. What do I want to do? Want to... Well, I got that orange box stuck in a place that, or that green box stuck in a place that doesn't help me whatsoever, so that's cool. I need a green box up here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Hello, Celso Louise. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Celso. I missed them as well. You know me. I'm a big fan of being the center of attention, so... Oh, and Stingray. Hi, Stingray. I was just saying that you slept on this couch behind me the last time you were here. And I didn't wear so much rainbow at the time, but... yeah, so the women's, like, women who were streamers who were commenting on, like, here's what you should do, like, here's the, like, your police probably have a, like, do not SWAT list, so you should call them and get yourself put on the do not SWAT list, and I'm sitting here going, like, Jesus Christ, like, why is everything so terrible in this world that this is the thing we actually have to tell people to do? It's really garbage. Alright. Let's think. Okay, that does not work. It also does not work. Not really useful. Oh. Aha! I'm dumb. Okay, so what do I want to do now? I want to send this back over this way. Pull a block out. And then jump. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, I mean, so that's a thing that I don't really understand. Like, one, like, I'm not convinced that, like, do not SWAT lists are, like, some generic thing. But what they are, like, the intent...
Please.
Oh, God.
Take me.
Take me.
My heart beats.
But I want it to beat.
For you.
I want to become.
Come one.
She said we would become.
Come one. Don't leave me on my own.
Not without
Her.
Well, that's kind of creepy.
Emma,
What? What is it?
I think it's human, or was. Now I don't know what it is. A statue. And it was saying something. No, not saying. A radio transmission of sorts. I don't know, this is messed up.
Millie, whatever it was, it just means we need to find the location of that signal as soon as possible. Okay? Then we can find a place to rendezvous.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going, okay?
Well, I'm still going. See, Cowdizzle, you think the cats are giant, but Stingray agrees with me that they are totally normal-sized. So, you know, I think that it's really just that you're not right. It's just you that thinks they're giant. Unfortunately, neither of them is in here, so I can't, like, you know, bring that in, but... Back to here. So, it's not the do not come to my house list, it's the, here's my phone number, like, you can call me at this number, and I will tell you, like, and you can talk to me and find out if, like, there's something going on here. 'Cause, like, usually when people call, they're like, oh, like, here's the thing that's, I don't know how it works. Again, I had the same feeling, like, I don't buy that this is some, like, generic thing that everyone has.
I've emerged into a large chamber. Can you tell me how far I am from the beacon?
Your altitude shows that you're about halfway there.
There's a strange machine in here. I'm going to investigate it, see if it can help me find my way around this place.
Okay, so I can talk to this machine?
I can't decipher this, Emma. The language is like nothing I've ever seen. There are some things I can make out in
it's
illustration.
an elevator.
Like, it seems to be a physical transportation machine. An elevator or monorail that ascends. It's hard to understand.
But it needs power from 4
It's
different
connected
directions.
to the 3 doorways by these large cables. I wonder if it's something that can be powered, taking us towards the beacon.
Yes. Like, yes. Alright.
What was that?
See if we can find anything.
I have no idea. But whatever it was, it seems to have turned this machine on, and it's opened one of the doors.
Oh, it opened one of the doors.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go through the door.
And find out what this machine
Duh.
does.
Like,
Be careful, Millie.
which door did it open? Oh, this one. I was just by this door. Now it's open. God damn it. Yeah, they're not, I mean, none of them are that fat. They're maybe a little bit overweight, but not that much. Okay, so let's go this way. I mean, so there's lots of different cases where SWAT gets called, probably, but the idea is, like, if you're at this address, you can get a call, and they can have a conversation with you and say, like, hey, we're gonna come, like, we got a call about this address, is everything okay, like, is anything going on, and presumably they use their best judgment to try and, you know, figure out if you're lying to them, the same as they do with anything else. I mean, that's what the cops did to talk to the shooter at YouTube. They found her and they, like, got a, like, were concerned about her call, checked on her in her car in Mountain View at 2 in the morning, and were like, alright, everything seems cool, and then they let her go, and then the next day she shot up YouTube. So, you know, that worked out well.
Good. I found what these cables are connected to. It looks like a power reactor.
Do you think you can power it? Is it safe?
I don't know if it's safe for sure, but it certainly does something. There are 4 doorways connected to it via cables. One of them seems accessible. The door behind me is also locked, so it doesn't seem like I have much choice.
Okay. Follow the cable through the open door and see if there's a power source connected to it or a way to open these other rooms.
Got it.
I don't know where the open door is. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have very little trust in them. I agree. Oh, wait, no, that's where I just... What? Okay. I guess I'm gonna go down again. I was halfway to the top, and now I'm going to the freaking, like, basement or something. All the other doors are red. Like, she's like, oh yeah, the way I came from is locked, and, like, one of the doors works. So I think it's really putting you on a linear path, which is fine. I mean, Portal's a very linear path as well. Unless you watch the speedrunners, because they find weird ways to do things, but...
lead through to more rooms. I'm gonna follow them, see if they connect to anything that can help power that central machine.
Jesus Christ.
Let me know if you find anything useful.
Okay. So yeah, I need to light up all these cables. So these are just like the lines in Portal, like the blue or whatever lines. Like if I stand on this, it's gonna lift up stairs. Yeah, I don't trust my boss either. He did ask me about Jess's foot today. I informed him that it was slowly getting better. That's interesting. This looks like one of those things that's on a slidey panel, but I don't see the arrow attached to it. Oh, okay. I can slidey panel these. Let's see. Oh no. Why? Oh, right. Okay. I realize what I screwed up now. Thought I needed a green block. I did not need a green block. Alright, there we go. Do that. Flip that. And I come over here and I use my blue panel. And then I turn this off. So this game was one of the ones that I was really excited about at PAX. The other one, Right of Ilk, is another one that I really liked. Another one that I really like that Lonely Mountain Downhill game that you watched me play, Stingray. I definitely like that. I don't know that it's not going to be like a full stream game because like the downhill mountain biking, like downhill snowboarding ones that I play sometimes, it's like it only works for about an hour or two before I'm like, I'm bored. But I really enjoyed playing that, and I'm looking forward to that coming back. No, it was a downhill mountain biking, not skiing. Ski free is skiing. Alright, what do we got here? This is gonna open up some stairs. Okay. Oops. Huh. Okay. Oops. Okay, so there are stairs over here. Oh, plant panel over here. If I stand on this, what happens? Nothing specific. Okay, so that looks like maybe I powered either those stairs or it's just like a generic power thing. We will use this. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the blue power cables seem like they are generic, like turn on the power once and it stays on. The yellow cables are only active so long as something is standing on them. I assume the blue ones are the ones I have to actually use to power the big machine in the central room. Hello, Mr. 32.
I've not seen this technology before. I wonder what it does.
Which technology? Fans? You've never seen a fan before? Makes you float. Very simple. Anyway, but yes, the more interesting thing to me is that, like, I know in my heart of hearts, like, all of the shitty things that happen to women online, I've heard them all before, but it is still the case that every time someone gives me a, like, just like a practical description of the things that they have to do in order to just like live their life or like play video games or whatever, like I'm sitting here in a fucking like tutu and propeller hat, and like, do I get some abuse from people? Yeah, I do occasionally, and like I know that, and I don't, and like I expect it or whatever, but like I don't have to worry about people actually stalking me and like sending me weird texts, like tracking me as I go to the gym or the grocery store. Not that I go to the gym, because good God, that would be dumb. But like, it's just so gross. It's so disgusting that that's the type of thing that people deal with, and that was really frustrating to me. So the swatting conversation, like, yes, I agree that do not swat list feels like maybe a little bit of you know, maybe naivete that works or whatever, or maybe they've just had good luck and it would work, or I don't know. But it's just so like gross, the things that people do, and so that, I mean, really this is like an important thing for me, like in looking at things for work and other stuff like that, is how can I, you know, ensure that I'm not contributing to a world where we're making this problem worse. You know, with YouTube being, you know, a streaming platform, you know, what controls do people use for chat or other things like that we need to think about on YouTube, and maybe are and maybe aren't, and really wanted to kind of think about that and learn about that. So, hello, Chris GC8. Yes, it is definitely very difficult to search panels by speakers. That is true. Let's see. You had to register a business, so it depended on what you put in for your business registration name. Like, fan funding was an exchange between, was a voluntary payment to a business entity registered by the creator. It was in the same vein as the what's it called, the like Google Play Store, whatever it's called. Did basically exactly the same thing. So okay, here's what I need to do. I need to do this. I need to drop one of these, then pull this out, and swap it to... Nope, that's not gonna work. Put that there. Pull this out. Get up here. Alright, there we go. And I'm up. What's up with the whole tutu thing? Mr. 32, my tutu is amazing. That's what's up with it. Do you disagree? Because you shouldn't. My tutu is definitely amazing. Come back! No! Okay, that was not super effective. Jake Pauler, I agree. Yeah, I haven't streamed in about 2 months, so I have been dealing with some work and personal stuff. And I am coming up to a resolution of that soon, so I am able to stream a little bit more again, and I'm happy about it. It's pretty cool. So, oh, there we go. I was like, I need a block that I can make fall on things, and then I found it. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, there we go. Pull that out. Fall down. There we go. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's also the fact that even if it was a real business, like, you can be a DBA without doing any paperwork or anything else like that. Like, you just are like, okay, I'm a business now. But the biggest issue was that people didn't know or think about it, right? Like, this is always the case, is, you know, be careful and look through the things that you do and everything else like that. Like, PayPal will also display a real name unless you tell it not to, and so you have to think about those things. And not everyone is prepared to think about them, so that's all. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. And then, what, I have to run over here onto this, and then flip this green cube onto the platform. There we go. Hello, Julie! How's it going? Well, I'm glad you missed me, Jake Paul. It makes me feel special. Yeah, I'm a business now. I am a business. I'm Livestream Alerts, LLC, not LLC. I didn't actually incorporate. In Cambridge, you have to like register as a business and spend $50 registering with the city or something like that. But again, it's not like anybody's checking that. It doesn't really matter. I don't have a whole lot of liability. Like, I probably need like a terms of service that's like, you know, I will sell all of your data. Just be prepared. Cambridge Analytica already has your data. In fact, I gave it to them. Hey, I'm always happy to have a fanboy. So I don't know. So I think that the GDPR requires that I give you data if you ask for it. I delete your data if you ask me to. And I don't have a tool where you can do those things, but I think that if I am willing to accept emails and actually do those things, then I will. I also have very little, like, actual user information. The only thing I have is your email address and, like, the auth tokens for your various accounts. So, there's not a whole lot there that I'm really worried about, but the honest answer to the question of am I GDPR compliant is I have no idea, and I doubt anyone else does either. Julie, hello. I will say hi to you as much as you need me to until you hear me. Hello, Julie and Caitlin. I am the Chris who plays games, playing retro games on Monday at 9:15, whatever I feel like every Friday at 9:15. Tonight we are playing a game called Qube 2. Okay. So if I stand on this, the fan turns on. If I do that and then put a blue block here. Cool. The fan turned on. And now what? Now I throw myself here. Okay. Oh! It kind of fell. Okay, so that didn't work so well, but I think I got it now. First I stand here to lift up the big door. Then I go run in this. I mean, internet can support a lot of things. In general, TCP is pretty good at balancing needs for traffic, so... You need some chips and soda. Anyway, just because you wear a tutu doesn't make you a girl, Jake. That's a little bit dismissive. Boys can wear tutus as well. Whoa!
Emma, that cable is connected to a terminal. It seems to have sent some form of energy back to that reactor and unlocked the other doors in this room.
Okay.
I'm going to check it out and follow the other cables attached to the reactor. Let's see what's behind these doors.
Maybe you're onto something here, Millie. Report on any changes.
I still am, like, this story just is leaving me a little bit wanting more. Like, this relationship between Emma and this, you know, woman, I'm not really buying it. She feels a little bit creepy. She knows things I don't, but I feel like she's not telling me everything. I don't know. Just the whole thing seems a little bit odd. Okay, so I went through that door, and so now we can go through this one. There we go. I did not play PUBG. No, I don't play PUBG. I don't play Fortnite. I don't generally play first-person shooter games. I do play Splatoon sometimes, but not on stream for a long time. Let's see. What else do I not play? I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Minecraft. I don't play Undertale. Alright. So what's this? We got... Oh, okay. Okay, so those are going to come back. Not a Fortnite player. I don't play Diablo 3, that's true. I generally play a lot of games that are older than you, child. Play games from the 1980s, back from when I was a kid. But I also play games... Oh, okay, so I need to get a green thing up through that, which probably means that I will need to somehow... Can I turn this fan off? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so that is on the far side of some kind of fence. Okay, so if I do this, does this green thing blow over? It does. Okay. Thinking. Hello. I did play Wool 3D. Yeah, I've played Wool 3D a couple times, actually. I played it most recently on my birthday, just a month ago. So, I did that. Alright, what am I thinking? Lincoln, I've been thinking, what the heck have you been drinking? Smells like whiskey, tastes like wine, oh my gosh, it's turpentine. Okay, so if I change this to red, lift this up, drop a green square, move it over. Yeah, okay, so I can't go up fast enough to kind of hit that. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so I drop a green square, I lift up this red thing, upsie baby, now it's blocked, now I switch it to blue, and as soon as I switch it to blue, it will pop up and the fan will push it. Boom! And then I can also go over there and do the same. No. Oh yeah, okay, so I can lift this up, and then I can use the blue, I can stand here, and use the green to launch this one. Once this stops, drop a blue cube, boom, and I'm through. What is your question, Jake Pauler? Oh, hey, Daydreamy. There are billions on stream. Oh, I should play They Are Billions? I don't know what They Are Billions is. Yes, don't drink turpentine. It's a terrible plan. No, it's an old thing that, comes from like a rhyme that I remember reciting when I was in 8th grade with some friends on like a Washington DC school field trip. So, yeah.
How's it feel to be back in the?
I'm good.
Balance back?
Do I have my balance back? No, I never have my balance back. Mrs. CPG is checking in on me. Julie says hi, Jess.
Oh,
Yeah, Julie and Caitlin are watching. Alright. So, let's see. Okay, so I lit this up. Now I think I can go back to the main room. I did not have any... No, she can't say hi, Julie. I did not have anything weird happen to me on Friday the 13th. I had a pretty chill day. I didn't even know it was Friday the 13th until, like, late this evening, and I was like, oh, okay. So it did not cause me any trouble. She can't come and be on the stream, Julie. Alright, so what does this do? Okay, so that lights up the fan. Okay, so that turns on the fan. And what does the other switch do? The other switch moves this thing down. Okay. Where's my goal? Up there, I guess? Oh, I probably have to go around. Okay. Okay, so I think I need to lower this on a green block and then jump. There we go. Now the fan is active, which is good, because hopefully this is going to let me do something. Doggeth, how's it going? Oh my goodness, there we go. I am a toothpick in real life. I weigh 145 pounds. Well, Leif, the key thing about wikis is that you can edit them, so you can fix that yourself. Well, that is not because of me. I don't have anything about Trump in my description, title, tags, or anything else like that. I did briefly mention the fact that we are bombing Syria, which is, like, not... I mean, like, is terrible for a number of reasons, but the most important of them is that, like, the approach that we're taking to bombing Syria seems like it's particularly, like, bad. It seems like this is more show of strength and not utility, which is just rough. Not sure how that's supposed to help us, but I guess it is what it is. Alright. Trying to figure out what we got here. We got a couple of fans. We got a couple of fans who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. And I can move this back and forth. We've got 2 platforms on it. Okay, so if I stand on this... Oh, that didn't work. Damn it. Okay, so that's not a useful approach. If I drop this out, it does fall on this. Okay. James Baker, inside Google just looks like an office building. People always think that Google's just a company. There's nothing, like... It's not secret. You know, in the old days, Google was something that was, like, super unique because most big tech companies were pretty boring and basic. You know, so like the Yahoo and Google and everything else like that were really special because they had offices that were, you know, designed to be aesthetically pleasing instead of being useful. Now all of the Silicon Valley companies have offices that are totally useless and terrible, and so you know, you don't have that problem anymore. I'm just trying to. I don't know. I mean, I think that that's basically what you can count this as, but. And I actually don't think that there's likely to be a lot more striking going on. This is like in the same way as last time, we're going to send a bunch of bombs in, blow up some set of buildings, and then move on. Trump just wants to be, like, the Washington Post will write an article tomorrow about how Trump is presidential, even though he was, like, slurring his words in his speech to the nation, and you know, we'll move on from there. It's I don't know. Someone mentioned Wag the Dog, which I guess is maybe like a movie or something. Alright. Let's try doing this the other way. Pull this out. That was not effective. Trying to think. Today, so Caitlin, the goal is to... Right now, what I'm trying to do is turn on this elevator. I need to get to the top of this building by turning on an elevator, and I believe that in order to turn on the elevator, I need to get to the other side of this platform. So somehow I've got to get myself up there, which I'm not really sure how to do. I mean, it is definitely clear that a response in Syria at like a tactical strike in Syria. The reality is that we have been bombing Syria for 7 years. Like, it's not like this is the first time we've bombed Syria. Like, it's been an ongoing campaign for a long time. You know, doing a tactical strike on these particular locations maybe is unique, but it's just not, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try and drop this. Okay, so now I can get up here, but this doesn't get me anywhere, right? Trying to think what I should be doing. I feel like I want to be up here. Like, that's what I think I want. Can I get up there? Can I just bounce up there? Oh. Okay. So, I'm dumb. Alright, so now... Okay, so the key thing is that I need to block myself from the fans. So I'll do that. I will drop a green block off this wall so this moves. Once I'm past this fan, I have to switch to this fan. There we go. That was the trick. I've never seen Wag the Dog. Not sure I want to watch it now. Feels like bad timing. Okay, so yeah, so you can see I lit up this green cable. This green cable is going to lead back into a central chamber. That central chamber has a big reactor thing in it with a bunch of cables leading into it. You can see I've got 2 green ones and 1 red one. Or not. Okay, so I did these 2 doors. Oh, right. So it looks like I need to go up here next. This big thick cable that's not lit up is the one I need to enable. So we will use this to go here. It is unclear from the story. I think that the person who is talking to me as my, like, support handler on the other end of the radio line knows more than she's letting on. I think that she's, like, tricking me or lying to me or something. I don't know much about why or what her end goal is, but that's how I feel about it. And, yeah. Okay, so does this platform move too? Okay, so we got these yellow platforms light up. This is going to be a yellow one that's going to move this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Alrighty. Trying to think. Alright, here we go. We're going to drop an orange, pull this out. No, it doesn't get me anywhere. So I want to stand on top of that. In order to stand on top of that, I need to do something other than what I'm doing so far. It's too far to make the jump. Oh, okay, here we go. So I've got to bring this over to the side. Bring that by. Drop another one, which will cause the first one to leave. But now that's in a better spot, and when I walk off, this will be here, and I can make the jump. Power on. Oh, that's just a blue cable. So that blue cable lit up these stairs. It's all well and good. Means I won't have to do that again. Boom. Okay. So am I going to be able to just do that and make that jump? Not sure. Let's find out. Thank you, Mark. I mean, in general, our overall presence in the Middle East has been largely undertaken under the AUMF from 2001. In 2016, in December of 2016, Obama basically said, like, yeah, I feel like I don't actually need more approval or authorization to continue engaging in military strike force in the Middle East, so long as it's, targeted, attacking terrorists, basically. Now, this is, of course, silly, but I think it is at least consistent between Obama and Trump. It is really unfortunate that we have allowed this to go on and not done anything about it. And so we're still living, for all of our military force in the Middle East, under something that was really designed to solve 9/11 and was initially issued like 17 years ago.
This reactor seems to be fully powered and is sending something back to that machine. I'm gonna check it out.
My door is my door. Alright, check out the machine. Yeah, I mean, war on drugs, war on terror, they're both bad. That was a little bit glitchy. But yeah, this game's pretty fun. I like it. Alright. Was there like a terminal somewhere? I don't remember. Oh, there's a lit up door down here now. Yes! Stingray. Absolutely. About 5 hours, Mr. 32. Hi.
Hi. I looked through the back scroll and there was a huge hey. We need to see Jess, so.
Ah. Look, Julie, she's probably gone.
Julie's probably gone. But...
Julie, if you wanted to see Jess, she's here. Everybody else who wanted to see Jess, she is also here.
Wet hair, bathrobe. Not nearly as fabulous as you are.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have a tutu. There you go. Julie's still there. Stingray is there. Van Helsing says hi.
From what I can tell, this machine is powered
Hey,
by a
kids.
third, and another door connected to it is
I don't
opened.
speak to Julie
How
there.
fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, Millie, I trust your judgment. Let's
So
see
what do you
if
think
it
of
works
Chris's new
again
look?
when all thirds are powered.
I'm on it.
You can't see her? She's right there in the corner. You gotta lean this way. There you go. There. Go. This one? Oh.
I don't remember.
I understand how to use my stream deck. There you go. Now you see, oops, I hit you in the face. You need rainbow stuff too, apparently. I am sexy. I'm a sexy beast. I got my power bracers. I got my tutu. I got my fancy socks.
I could have gotten you better rainbow socks.
I like these rainbow socks. They're just fine.
I could have gotten you better ones.
I like these just fine. I don't need better ones. I also have a propeller hat. It doesn't even say Google
I
on
don't
it.
like the colorway on them. That's what.
What's that?
I don't like the colorway on them. They're unnecessarily bland.
They're unnecessarily bland. Okay.
I think the purple should be more like that.
I see. Do you like my arms? You just don't like my socks.
Not quite as much.
Got it.
So who wanted what?
Nobody wanted. They were just saying hi. Emily Titan says hi. Van Helsing says hi. Everybody says hi.
Hi, 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 hi.
Hi, 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 hi. Alright, so I have powered this machine by 1/3, and I need to power it the other thirds. I was really looking forward to the rainbow bow tie, but it didn't get here in time. That'll be here later.
I got your rainbow suspenders.
Did you?
But I'm gonna have to sew buttons onto whatever you want to wear them with.
See, I should have gotten suspenders with the clips or whatever.
Absolutely not. Over my dead body, are you going to wear suspenders with clips?
I now I have to wear them just to prove
No.
to you that that statement is not true.
No. No gentleman wears suspenders with clips. You
I'm
may
not
wear
a
them
gentleman.
with
I'm
buttons.
wearing a tutu.
Another reactor.
A gentleman may wear
Must be
a
powered.
tutu from time to time.
I should not stream on Twitch. That is incorrect. If I streamed on Twitch, nobody would watch me, and that would be less fun. The whole point is to have people watch me.
Do we have clean sheets somewhere?
What's that?
Clean sheets.
For what?
Our bed.
Probably in the bag underneath our bed. Only a true gentleman would wear a tutu. Okay. Which door's lit up? That one's red. That one's yellow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, Twitch would be a bad choice for me. I generally play a variety of games, and I think that Twitch works better for people who are, and I'm bad at all of them. Twitch is better for people who are competitive, who are particularly good at a game, or who are particularly compelling. My type of content involves a fair amount of not playing games, talking about shit, other things like that, and in that sense, I don't think that Twitch is a good fit for my style of content. I think that that's just not. It's just not the type of thing that I do. I will also note that I work at YouTube, and it would be kind of weird if... oh, okay. I guess I can move the platforms. Okay. Let's see. It is possible that, yeah, so in general I think that YouTube is a better fit for people who are not already established on Twitch. I don't think in general it's a good idea for, it's a really great platform for new folks starting out. It's just a personal opinion. My opinion is my own and not that of my employer, but I just don't think it's as good for that. I don't really know what to do here. You can do this. Oh, there we go. Okay. I mean, in general, I have plenty of mods, and I don't need more. And even if I did, I wouldn't have it to the person who only comes to my streams when they're sleeping over at their friend's house. Let's see. Okay. So, that makes a platform over there. Now I could just jump up on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Okay. And then flip this up. Cool. Is that gonna go far enough? I don't think so. Oh. Okay. So I need to put this down. Turn this around. Put it down, turn it around, go, fight, win. Tell it, go, fight, win. There we go. Okay. And now, bring me to freedom. Yeah, but Orcast, I don't think that makes a lot of difference. People get all, like, concerned and freaking out about, like, some things, and quality really is not that important. The biggest thing with lack of transcoding is not the quality difference, it's the, like, lack of 240p means that people in China can't watch me very effectively. And since one of the most important viewers in my stream watches me from China, that would be, like, a bad match. And certainly that does come from transcoding, but it's not about the quality level so much. It's just like only having a single thing, which I guess is really the same as what you're saying. So I withdraw my statement. You are correct. Lack of transcoding sucks. On the other hand, I think that Twitch actually gives transcoding to a fair number of streams these days, which, you know, means that some of that is a little bit less relevant than it used to be. You know, at TwitchCon, not this year, but last year, they mentioned that they were adding transcoding to something like, you know, 20,000 streams, and 20,000 streams means that you are, like, it's like, you know, more than half of the streams, and since the average number of people watching a stream is probably 0, just because that's how these things work, I think that probably means if you have anybody watching at all, you're probably able to get some kind of transcoding going on. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. And put it back. And do this. I'm gonna hop on there. Okay. And pull this up. Walk across. Aha! Success! So yeah, these puzzles are I think a little bit less complex and require less kind of unusual thought than Portal puzzle for the most part, but
Can I ask you a question?
they're still interesting enough to enjoy them.
So many things are running through my mind. I mean, you were sent to destroy that extraterrestrial object, right?
I was. As were
Including you.
So, how did we develop this manipulation technology?
We tracked the vessel for years, since it entered the solar system, intercepting signals from it, decoding them. We learned about its structure, but not its host.
And you use this data to what? Develop this technology I'm wearing?
It was going to kill everyone on Earth, Millie. It was an invasion.
Sorry. I just need to orient myself. That's all. You've got to admit, this situation is somewhat out of the ordinary.
I know. This journey, it's not what I expected either, Millie.
I will agree it's somewhat out of the ordinary. I just think that you're not telling me a whole truth here. I feel like you're in, I don't know, like evil alien force come to try and convince me to learn about, I don't know. I just feel like it's a trap. It's a trap. It's all a trap. I don't know what to do here. All right, let's see. I've never heard of or seen They Are Billions. Okay. It'd be interesting to know how many people watch me in mobile. We know that AWOL watches almost everything in mobile. But beyond that, I don't know. Alright. We do this. Move this. Chris GCA and Tony watch on mobile. There you go, more people. Alright. So, oh, okay. Here we go. So I need to put this down. Then I need to flip this and that. Move this to the left. To the left. To the left. To the right. To the front. Now back. Now back. Dip, baby, dip. Oop. Alright, now the question is, did that green block land on that red thing? Tell me it did. It did. Excellent. Okay, so now I can push this back. Let me go back here. There we are. Open it up. It's kind of funny, Mark. Like my I have learned at this point that when I'm walking to work, my internet breaks like as I walk in front of the Google building. So like Microsoft, Google, like that stretch of Kendall Square right outside the T station just like has super shitty internet. And I'm like, we have like all of the biggest internet companies right here. Like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft are like literally within a block of where I'm standing, and I can't get like a decent cell signal to save my life. It's just amusing that the world is so broken. Okay. What do we got? Hey, I raid myself every time. We always do a CPG raid into the lounge. We could do that tonight. We could watch the lounge together. I haven't been watching the lounge lately, but there's probably some things in there that are at least a little bit interesting. Add some videos while we were at it. Alright, what do we need to do? Okay, so this gives me a fan. I do this and then go down. Should push me back up. I can go over here. Alright. I don't think so, Mark. It's all times of day. Like, I've had it as early as, like, 7:30 in the morning, when it's typically not very crowded. I've had that problem. And it's also worth noting that, like, you know, one main, we had all of the, like, stupid little, like, micro cells because we had the same problem in that building. Like, I think that, like, Kendall is just bad, and I think it's probably all the tall buildings and, like, not enough tower coverage, but it's just amusing that it's literally, like, right there. It gets really bad. Which, it could just be, I mean, like, it's a central area with tons of office buildings, but it's just, like, it's just so amusing. Alright. What do we got here? We got this. Alright, that seems like it'll work. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Oh, that did not work as well as I wanted. Put this back so that we can... Nope, can't reach that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll walk across here. There's some outside there. Oh, okay, so this will just launch me up. Launch me, baby, launch me, baby. Launch me, baby, launch me, baby. Might be. I think it's also just, it's also possible, I don't know. Everything at this point is a guess, but it could be that they don't actually realize it's a problem. If they have, you know, maybe their data doesn't have enough detail, because it's really like, it's only like a couple block area that's really, really bad. And so I could imagine that if they just don't have data coverage in that, like data that is sufficiently granular to realize they have a realize they have a problem. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, in general, mobile is going to be more snackable, right? Like, you're going to have more people who are watching on mobile for brief amounts of time and other things like that, so that's not really surprising. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. And here we go again. I should've known, should've known, should've known again. Oh, here we go again. Alright, let's walk careful this time. Boom shakalak. And flip that up, and flip this up. Alright, this time don't walk off the edge into a pit. Good job, me. Success. Oh, this statue's gonna talk to me in a really weird, creepy voice again, I bet.
No, I don't think it's humane.
To knock her away.
She needs...
Medical attention.
And she needs to be looked after. You don't know what you're dealing with.
James, so just do me a favor and
Drop the management bullshit.
Alright, that's creepy. Don't know how to feel about that, but not surprised it's creepy, because that's what I was expecting. Follow the cable. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Need to power this cable up. It's gonna do it. Power on.
Okay, let's power these other rooms.
I want to power the other rooms. I want to be done. Make me do it all over again. Yeah, and it's not just that. I mean, generally speaking, on your phone, I think generally speaking, phones have a lot more like brief interlude using your phone. While it's certainly the case that some people will sit, like I watched when I was in Illinois a bunch of like HBO on my phone because I didn't want to bother to pull my computer out. Overall, I think that it's not like totally unreasonable to think that a lot of people do more of that in other places, like on the computer. Your binging tends to happen on the computer, basically. Alright, rotate this. Oops. Okay. Do this, drop that. Okay. I'll turn this into something else. And I'm going to do that, and... Aha! Success! Oh, but now I gotta get up there. How am I gonna do that? Let's see. Oh, okay, there's a power thing I need to hit here. Need to power the stairs. Okay, here we go. So we take this, turn it red. Turn it around. Turn this blue and drop it. Oh, shoot. That's not the way to drop it. Okay. Back, try again. Okay. So one problem that I have with this, one problem that I have, okay, so that's on now, and did that raise my stairs? Maybe. It did. Excellent. Oh, only half of them. God damn it. I was excited. I was like, I figured it out. It's all good. I can do it. I'm magical. But I could not. Okay. Red, do that, pull this, drop the green, rotate. Alright. Now I've got it. Cable lit. I am awesome. Alright, so what do we got now? We got another door somewhere? Give me a door. Give me a door. Anybody got a door? James door. So what else did I see at PAX that I enjoyed? I always love... I mean, PAX is just fun to walk around. The expo floor at PAX is so, like, giant and overwhelming and full of people who are excited about their craft. I saw these cool, like, hand-hammered metal embossed prints of video game-ish characters. I saw... You know, they just have all... Oh, there's a new company that's doing, like, wooden gaming tables, because the one that was there last year has, unfortunately shut down due to, like, they went out of business. I think they were, like, also owing a bunch of people some kind of Kickstarter rewards that they never got, so that's kind of shitty, but, you know. Which, like, when it's, like, $7 Kickstarter rewards, that's one thing, but when you're making $10,000 gaming tables, like, I don't know exactly what the process was there, or what they did or didn't deliver on, but I know a lot of people were quite upset. Okay, so I need to pull this out, make it go up. Upsie baby. Now I can jump across. Excellent. I did, of course, have the feeling that, like, the event was dominated by Twitch streamers. All of the people who are streamers, like, use the word streamer and streamer on Twitch interchangeably. There's almost no acknowledgement, for the most part, that either YouTube or Mixer exists. Mixer did have a big presence there. The biggest thing, actually, that was a surprise to me was the size of the Facebook booth. The Facebook booth was freaking gigantic. It was, like, probably one of the biggest booths on the floor, and I thought that was interesting. That would not have been what I would have expected. So that was an interesting thing to see. Not super surprising, because Facebook is getting kind of very heavily into the gaming space. After all, they do own Oculus, and I think there's, you know, a perception of a bunch of money in that space, so it's not really surprising, but it was interesting and not what I expected. I mean, Facebook has been trying to push hard into streaming for a while now. They just aren't being successful at it. Interesting. Let's see. Bye. There we go. Okay. We'll go together, Green Cube. Yeah, well, so Facebook is definitely, like, going with exclusivity deals for people, so they're just writing checks to get people to do exclusive Facebook streaming, which is fine. I mean, Twitch has been doing something similar with people that they steal from YouTube and everything else like that, so there's no shame in using money to bootstrap your service if you've got the money lying around to do it, and so that's not surprising to me. Okay, so I got this one and this one. Where's my other door? James door. It's probably up here. Go on ahead. There we go. Go on ahead and do it to it. Okay, so the story we know from this game so far is that we were trying to stop a giant cube that was going to come and invade/destroy Earth. We studied it for years and figured out that this whole thing is a gigantic cybernetic contraption. We did destroy the cube, but now I am stuck on the planet that it came from because my escape pod took me back there. I guess that means I took the escape pod out of the cube I was destroying, which seems like a really dumb choice. Like, you have no idea how those things work. And if you don't have an escape plan, what the hell are you doing, like, doing a massive attack against an unknown cube? I don't know. Feels like sending military personnel who are attempting to destroy an alien invader, like, back to that alien's home planet in a spaceship is just not really a great plan. Alright, what do we got? I need to get this back over the other way, so we will swap that. Nope, that did not work. So, how do I make... Oh, I have to go over the wall. Over the wall! Oh no, I fell off! Ah, shit nuggets. Hey, Jim Francis. Not bad. I definitely understand that Mixer stuff was in there. I didn't run into it as much. For me, it still felt very much Twitch focused, but at least Mixer did have a pretty big booth this year as well. Not as big or overwhelming as Facebook's, I don't think, but it's also the case that, like, so the PAX is kind of set up such that you have kind of like a front area by the main escalators, which ends up being like all the big booths. So like that's where the Twitch booth was last year. This year the World of Warcraft booth was there and other things like that. And since I avoided most of that area, I kind of actually missed out on the Twitch or the Mixer booth entirely. So my perception is also going to be biased by the fact that I kind of avoided that. But yeah, no, I totally believe that you may be 100% right, and I am kind of downplaying something that you know, it's not really fair of me to downplay. Okay, so I need to get a green cube onto this thing. Then I need that to come back. And I need to fling that this way. There we go. Okay, so now I will get out of here. Boom. PAX was fun. I was glad that I got to enjoy part of it with Stingray. That was cool. I got to see some interesting panels that I wanted to see, which was great. I was a little disappointed I couldn't stay longer, and I did feel like, yet again, I failed to actually be super effective at like wandering the expo floor. It's always fun, but I basically am always feeling like there's got to be a better way to do this, so that I don't feel like I spend 90% of my time like not actually seeing the things that I think I should see because, you know, XYZ. Oh shoot, I did the wrong thing. Okay, so I want to do this. I want to launch myself. I want to do this. Lower that. Put a cube on it. If you like it, then you should have put a cube on it. Break down the door. Cool. Now that that's done, I can bring this over here. And I have to remember not to use any green for the rest of this. Wait, wait, wait. Don't do that. No. Yeah, there's so much that you learn going to a conference for the first time that it's really hard, especially if you've done a bunch of them at this point. Like, and I've done a bunch of different types of conferences at this point. Like, it's like I've done VidCon and PAX and this other stuff, and there's so many things that, like, in hindsight I'm like, oh yeah, I should have like mentioned that or said that or whatever else, and I just totally like don't think about it. Well, now I've got a problem. If I use the green cube, then this will slide back to the right, but where I need it, where it is where I need it. I can't get up. Okay, so I can't. Oh! I bet. No. Thinking. No, that was dumb. Hey, Mathros. Yeah, I mean, I think it is totally fair for people to say, like, you know, that if it is something that you feel that conference presence is something that you feel matters a lot, then I think you're going to be disappointed by YouTube's presence. I don't think that is at all unreasonable. It's not the route that I go, but because I think that presence at a conference is not the only way to do things. But I think there was also, I mean, the other half of that reality is also that there was an event for, you know, established YouTube creators to go to at PAX. So, you know, for people who are in the YouTube crowd, YouTube caters to that, but doesn't cater to the, like, big booth presence, partner managers standing around type of things. So I have, oh, Billy Mitchell, this is the Donkey Kong guy. He's always seemed like a slimy, because he's also isn't he also the Pac-Man guy? Billy Mitchell, Pac-Man. Yeah, that guy. There was like a Vox video about him, I think. King of Kong, maybe. I don't know. Yes, Billy Pac-Man is his name. Yeah. So, I saw him in the Vox video, and I was like, I don't believe you. And like you just seem like a slimy scumbag. And so the fact that it seems like maybe he's turned out to be a slimy scumbag is not at all different from the way he presents his personality in general. So I'm not super surprised. What do I want to do here? I'm really having trouble with this. I think I have to go through here. I have to move that over. Or do I not have to move that over? There's no block I can launch from here other than myself. Okay, so let's try this. I stand here. Comes back. I fling myself? Am I gonna land on that thing? I don't think I am, right? Okay, I am. Fine. And then... Oh! Here we go. I can jump up here. Okay, cool. So now, I can do this. Put myself in place, make the jump, and I am through. Yeah, Stingray, it's only for bigger folks. So like Sophie Brecko is invited because she has a partner manager, but the majority of the people who are invited are the people with like 1 million subs or whatever, which is common for the events that we put together.
I don't know. The object that was going to collide with Earth, we thought it was a vessel, but after being on it, it was totally empty, like it was a self-sufficient machine.
I guess we'll find out soon enough when the last third is powered. I hope this works.
Me too, Billy.
Yeah, oh, totally, Mathros. I think that, yeah, it's definitely, so I think there was like 250 people at the YouTube event, which is way bigger than I had seen it be in past years. But it's channels like Funhouse and Rocket Beans and like all of these other people that are like big, and like Abdallah Smash should probably be there. In the past, they've invited folks like, you know, Stat and Julie and Game Dojo when they've been at PAX and so on and so forth. Hello, Foodereer! So I think, Jose, it's a yes, Anik, they do. So there's 3 reasons why YouTube having a presence at events matters. One is that the only way that YouTube establishes itself as a, like, in the zeitgeist, in the mind space, and the whatever else like that, everyone goes and they watch all of these panels, which have streamers from Twitch and Mixer, and they're like, okay, so streaming is Twitch and Mixer. And so if you want to fix that, the only way to do that, the only way to get involved with that is to say, like, okay, YouTube is going to have a presence there, and that way you're going to get people who are going to submit, you know, talks and be invited to talks and other things like that. When you don't do that, you are just seen as less committed to that, like, social space, and therefore, and that's going to influence the programming committee when they're considering things to take. There is the perception of community support, you know, people who are wandering around, like Discord does not need to convince people, to convince gamers that, like, it exists, right? Like, Discord is not out there being like, oh yeah, you all haven't heard of us. Like, that's not what they're doing there. They're there because they want to connect to the community. They want to provide an opportunity for people to meet out. They want to give out free swag. They want to make people feel connected to the brand. And I think that YouTube could use a lot more of people feeling connected to the brand right now. I think it's actually a thing that YouTube is not doing very well at. Whoa. I don't know what this does. Okay, so that's magneting. Okay, that pushes. Alright, got it. And so yeah, I think it definitely gives the impression like you don't actually care about gaming, or you don't really care about creators, both of which are things that a lot of people think about YouTube. And so I think that finding ways to improve that perception is absolutely, like, crucial for YouTube. So it's not so much that I think you're going to go to these events and you're going to get help that you can't get any other way. Like, that's not what it's there for. It's for a different thing. So I mean, content creators are entitled babies, but it does not mean they're wrong. Speaking as an entitled baby. Alright, what am I'm gonna... Okay, here we go. We turn this blue. Turn this green. Oh, I thought I turned that blue. Okay, so then I want to push this back over here. Oh, do I? No. I want to do, like, somewhere in between? Oh no, that's the right spot. Okay. Cool. And then, like that. Cool. Looking good. They are German. Oh, they pretend to be German? I thought they were German. I'm thinking of the other ones. I don't know. I could be wrong. I thought that somebody's German. Oh, wait. Rocket Beans is definitely German because they stream in German. And I don't know. I met the Funhouse guys last year, but I don't remember if they're actually German. Sorry. I do not know Angry Ben from your office, no. Are you asking if they're German because they have, like, a name that is house spread? Is that what caused this question to happen? Okay, so I need a green thing to fall on that. Do I have any other white blocks? I got something over here. Alright, so let's bring this over. Bring that there and drop it. Whoa, that was way too far. Oh, okay. I was not. No, Sanic, I work out at the Cambridge office, so luckily I was in Cambridge. It is a space that I'm super familiar with, and so it was a little bit weird to watch as the office that I've spent a lot of time in was, you know, flown over by news helicopters, and watching them, you know, frisk my coworkers as they were waiting to get, you know, checked by the police and make sure they had no guns and everything else like that. It's a very weird experience. And of course, I have lots of people, friends of mine, who do work in that building. So the entire YouTube gaming team, the player infrastructure team that I work with out there, and other things like that are all based out of that building. And like I was saying to someone else, like if I was visiting, I would have been there. Like I always eat lunch late when I'm in San Bruno, and so, like, you know, 12:50, I would have been sitting on that patio talking about something, and would have totally, like, gotten, like, that's where I would have been. And so, you know, it's a very kind of chilling thought. You know, we need, I don't know, it's a really shitty situation. It's sad that it happened, and a lot of my coworkers are suffering a lot from the experience, and I feel very bad for that, and I wish that I knew more of what I could do to help. I know it's really hard, and there's not a whole lot that I can offer, unfortunately. It's a terrible thing to happen. There's not a lot I can say about that. So, alright, let's go ahead and bring this over here. Huh. Okay, so I need to trace this cable. Oh, that's inside there. Oh. I have to do something different than that. What? How am I gonna hit this? Is there like another panel I'm missing? No. Take care, Fuderir. Yeah, so I think Funhouse is fake German. The people I'm thinking of are called, I think, Rocket Beans, and they were a huge Twitch streamer who then switched to doing YouTube exclusive for a while, and I think they've changed things up a couple times at this point. But so the reason that Jose likes Funhouse is because it's not just like Let's Play content, I think, and Jose believes, and I agree with him, that live should be something other than just Let's Play content. Alright, go ahead, Stingray. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to get that over there? I know how to get a green cube attached to this magnet or to this magnet. I believe that I have to get in there and light this thing up in order to connect it to that magnet, which gets me to the next stage. Floor magnet reversed. Oh, I see. Oh, not quite. Huh. So I wonder if... There we go. Momentum, it's your friend. Yep, I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of people who think, or like, you know, why, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing is that I think that, you know, people always look at the top, you know, 0.1%, and they're like, I'm not growing like the top 0.1%, or, you know, I've stopped growing and other people are, and it's like, yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen because, like, most people aren't gonna be successful? I don't know. Okay, so I am actually gonna... try this a different way. Go ahead and grab that. Hope that stinks. Yep, okay. Hop on here. Cool. Riding the green square to victory. Anyway, so yes, I think that, does YouTube need to be at these events for brand recognition? No. Does YouTube have value from being at these events for the purposes of brand, like, loyalty? I think, yeah. I think that there is a benefit. Do I know that it's worth it? No, I have no idea. I'm like, this is why I'm not like a partner manager type person, is that, you know, there's that question. I think the biggest issue that I see with this is that in order for YouTube to go to these events, I think it's really hard to show up to these events with a small booth, given that Twitch and Mixer and Facebook all have a gigantic presence. And so, like, if I look at that, like Mixer and Twitch probably spent, you know, and Facebook probably spent $2 million on their booth. Mixer spent, you know, $500,000. Twitch spent $1 million. And having like $1 million booth, and then having, you know, YouTube show up and say like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend, you know, $50K or something like that, you end up looking kind of silly. I don't know if that's what anyone else is thinking, but that's what I would think, and I'm not convinced, given that, you know, unlike Mixer, we don't have the desperate need for growth, and unlike, you know, Twitch, we don't have the kind of very obvious, you know, partner management, other things like that, relationships going on there. It's not clear to me that there's $1 million of value for YouTube, and so you have to either, like, acknowledge that you're going to look dinky and have people, you know, complain about that, which would totally happen, or you have to, you know, you have to, like, come up with some reason why it's going to be worth that much money, just from a financial perspective. And like, that's actually a hard sell for me. With Twitch and Twitch Prime and subs and other things like that, I think they have a very direct causal relationship between PAX and establishing their connections to creators and streaming and revenue. And I don't feel the same way about YouTube, because YouTube doesn't get its revenue in the same way. It's a different company. Reminded of when I watch Go, it's one of the movies Jess and I watch all the time. It's like, you want us to sell Amway? They're like, Consolidated Products. It's a different company. But yeah, you know, it's a question. Okay. So I have gotten that stuck, so that's kind of cool. I wasn't really aiming for that, but whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna wait here and see if I, like, go up. Hello, Aaron Spell. I mean, James Baker, we live in a world in which the top 1% of the top 1% own 90% of all the success, right? So at least it's no different between streaming and anything else. Alright, let's go ahead and go here. Let's see if I can make it up there. I feel like I should be able to. Let's jump down here. No. It's the same height as this, right? I guess I can't easily make it up here either. It's a little bit taller. Oh, can I just jump this? Nope. Yeah, hello Aaron and everybody else. Anybody else, whatever. Words are hard. Is it getting late? Feels, oh, it's 11:19. Guess I'm not used to streaming anymore. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, okay, so I need to... God damn it. Like, I was up top there before, and I don't know how I got up there. Oh, right. From here, I can jump. Okay, never mind. I got it. Okay, so I'm going to push this over. I'm going to push this to get a cube attached. And now I'm going to jump down from here. Just going to push me up higher. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now I've got this cube attached, and I need to figure out how to get inside here. Huh. It's gonna be hard. Okay, so I did the wrong thing again. I need to push this over. There we go. Jim Francis, I have no idea. I mean, if you're going to ask me personally, my feeling is that 90% of whatever it takes, 90% of what most people get stuck on is actually just doing anything on YouTube. And so trying to min-max some strategy like, I should post videos first, or I should stream first, or anything else like that, it's like, no, just make content. Like, if it's streaming and you enjoy that, great. If it's something else and you enjoy that, also great. Like, do whatever it is, and just like find something that you love and do it, because that's the part where like 90% of the people get stuck, is like doing things they don't enjoy, is doing things that don't like bring them enjoyment on a regular basis. And that doesn't mean that like if you do that yeah, it's going to be perfect and you're going to love it and everything else like that. But what it does mean is that too many people like try to like pick this perfect strategy, and it's like, don't pick a perfect strategy. Like just have fun. Go. Yeah, sorry. All right. So now I've got, what I got? I lit up that yellow thing, which moves that to the sides. Now I should be able to go through here. Let me in, let me in. There we go. And I'm through.
You said that someone else destroyed the object. Who were they?
Some other scientist or military personnel that we sent.
Why did they send individuals? Why not teams?
To increase our chances, each would jump to different parts of the vessel, transported.
What, like teleported?
Yes. Some people lost their memory in tests. Others went mad. A portion were fine, of course. It was difficult to predict.
Is that what happened to me? I mean, how long have I been out for?
I don't know how long we've both been asleep, Millie. And yes, it's possible. Hopefully your memories will come back.
So they teleported a set of people into the alien spaceship in order to destroy it, knowing that the teleportation process was fraught, and many people lost their minds as a result. That feels like a bad set of choices. I don't really think that's a thing. But yeah, community management is hard. I mean, that's one of the things that I learned. I went to a panel last year that was just about community management, and it was interesting to listen to various community managers talk about things. But, you know, I talk to the folks behind Team YouTube all the time. I talk to the folks behind other teams that do, you know, public outreach at Google, elsewhere. I've been doing community outreach for a long time. And the reality is there's no good answers. There's no answers that everybody knows that, you know, are just being hidden. It's a lot of it is just guesswork. You know, you do the best you can. You try to read your audience. You try and do what you can. And it's never perfect. Okay. So I think I need to get this. Actually, I'm going to turn this away. Rotate this and rotate this. Stuck on something. And then I'm going to launch this. Now, is that... Oh, cat, what are you doing? Oh, I guess I did not land it on a switch. Hi. Hi. Good night, James. Ow, please stop clawing me. What? Hi. Hi. You need something? Okay, I'm going to go see if I can figure out what this cat wants. So give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Oy. Okay, there we go. Cat is... I've followed him throughout the house. He did not lead me to anywhere useful. So that's... It is what it is. I'm back. Okay. Think. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that there was a thing right here. Oh, that did not work. Can I... No, it doesn't rotate that far. Only rotates to 2 places. Let's see if I can actually... Oh! I didn't actually try just, like, jumping. Okay. So, in order to get to that, I really need to be using... Pretty sure I need to be using this. The question is... How can I get... Hello, Shadykin! Yes, my mic has a propeller. My mic has a propeller. My head has a propeller. I got propellers everywhere. The mic has the AWOL propeller. I am Shadykin. I got all the colors. As I was just showing off. I got my colorful socks. Yeah. Alright, so that didn't do what I was thinking. Yes. Anyway. Trying to think. What was the order I did that in? I do like that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Colorful socks. I got my tutu. I got my hat and my gloves. Cool. Alright. Okay, so we've got two white panels here. We've got two white panels below them. We've got two white panels here. Now, I can't launch anything directly from here. If I drop this, it will just bounce off. If I reverse this, it will connect, so that's useful. But if I shoot it off, it's going to just go to someplace that's not very useful. I can rotate the two white squares here. I can rotate this. I don't see anything over there that looks useful. So I think that what I need to do is somehow get a block connected to that, but unfortunately it's not close enough on its own. Oh, I wonder if nope. Okay. Hello, Gilzor. Yes, I've been out for a while. So yeah, I was buying the new rainbow hat, and Amazon decided that I needed to be that it needed to recommend me other rainbow things, and I was like, sure, I'll buy other rainbow things. So then I bought all the rainbow things. Trying to think what I am missing. That was not super effective. Yeah, it's very similar in style to Portal. The reviews for it basically said the game that Portal 3 could have been. I don't think it's quite as good as Portal. Portal 2 especially had the great story. I really love the characters. I really love the humor and everything else like that. This game has no humor. It's, you know, there's a story, but there's no humor to it. And it has, you know, it doesn't have some of the aspects of Portal, but as far as gameplay goes, I think there's a lot of similarities. The other thing about Portal is that, like, the whole Portal device, like the whole idea of the Portal device is really kind of a really interesting thing and mind-bending. This is kind of a more traditional puzzle, you know, system, and a little bit less of the, like, holy shit portals. So, alright. There must be a trick to this. I did try just tossing this here. I also did try like dropping one and just like hopping on top of it. That didn't work. That's right. Stingray, you got it. Never played Portal, Shadykin. Oh man, you should play Portal. Portal's definitely one of my favorite modern games. I highly recommend it. No, unfortunately, I can't do, like, there's not even any way I can get things underneath this that it will land on. Like, I can do anything I want over here. But... Yep, it is on Steam. That is 100% correct. I did, Liquid Snake. It's terrible. Top mag, all of the things that rotate have only 2 positions. They decided to launch missiles at Syria. You knew what he was saying. I mean, as many people pointed out, Syria is a disaster. It's a disaster that's been a decade in the making. At some point, something has to happen, but it doesn't seem like this particular action is either effective or, like, strongly, like, well considered. And that's kind of sad and scary. You know, someone else pointed out, you know, it'd be really nice to have, like, a Secretary of State when we're busy going to war. It feels like a thing you might want to have, but what do I know? Whoa. Yeah, I mean... The idea that in the modern age, like, chemical weapon making is just, I don't know. It's unclear to me that those types of tactical strikes are going to be super effective because the cost of setting up a new lab is so relatively low at this point. Maybe there's a lot, maybe it's a lot higher than I expect, but it just seems to me like producing chemical weapons is terrible and wrong and everything else like that, but also it's not clear to me that it's drastically difficult. Oh, I think mostly what keeps us safe from chemical weapons is that nobody thinks we should be using chemical weapons, so only pretty crazy dictators do that. And I use crazy in this case in the suffering from some kind of mental health problem, if you're okay with that, right? So maybe I'm wrong about what I need to do. Maybe I do need to go against this side. I don't see anything over there. No, that's too high. There's no way that's it. Can't drop a green from both at once. You can, when you put like the green thingy, it will erase the previous one. Well, inventing them is one thing, using them is a different thing. So the other thing is that, like, after the other one, like, as soon as you switch the platform, the other one disappears. So I don't think that's gonna help. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Gotcha. Yeah, so it drops directly, it just kind of falls. I'm gonna figure this out, and it's gonna feel pretty silly. Oh. Like, I feel like there must be something I'm missing in how these things work together. Yep, I watched a bunch of the Zuckerberg hearings. And watch all of it because like 9 hours of testimony is too much for me. He was more professional than I expected him to be. There are definitely times when I would have struggled to not strangle the Congress critters, but the reality is that the whole cyborg comment is kind of silly. You know, the story my wife always tells is that at our wedding, we had told Alicia that this was like a serious affair, and she took that to mean don't smile. Like, this is a very serious affair. We don't want you smiling. And so in every picture of our wedding, like, she's sitting there frowning, and like people were concerned she was upset and everything else like that. It turns out that no, like, we just told her don't, like, it's serious, and she took that to mean don't smile. And I think that for Zuck, I think he has been so coached on exactly what he should and shouldn't say that very little of what he was doing was anything other than, okay, don't screw up, don't screw up, don't screw up, which would be the same thing I would be doing in that situation. Let's see. I mean, the reality is I actually found, I mean, I didn't listen to all of it. Like I said, I only listened to a few hours. But I actually don't think that their knowledge was nearly as low as you might expect. Like, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing some of them didn't have their staffers do more research on, like, what the terms of art mean and other things like that. But, you know, I think that their knowledge was actually above average for most people. And so I know a lot of people were really worried about some of that, but for me, that was less of an issue. There we go. Yes, I did see that. Saw that go by. Hey, Sophie! Go to sleep? Sleep is for the weak. You no sleep. No, I stream until 1 a.m., dude. Alrighty. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, so do I now... Hey, Core Dream Studios. I mean, the reality is that Cambridge Analytica is a side effect of two things. One, Zuckerberg is somehow, and Facebook in general is somehow like not aware that people are bad on the internet. I don't understand how you make it this far and miss that, but apparently that's what they've done. Alright, so do I drop this here? I think so. Oh god. Shit. Shit. Okay, so can I just do the simple thing here? No. Gotta rotate this. Rotate this. No, here we go. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Yeah, Core Dream Studios, I'm back to streaming. I have not streamed for the past couple months, since February 9th-ish. So it's been about 2 months since I streamed regularly. I had some work stuff that was getting in the way, but that is coming to an end, and so I am able to stream again. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here. Alright. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah. Try it again. Let's not screw up this time. Drop this. Rotate it back. Do that. Now I need to stand on top of it. This is red? Yes, that's red. No, not leaving Google. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. I just had some stuff that was giving me trouble, which is getting finished up. Alright, now I will use this. That's my teleport. Okay, so now... So how was PAX, Sophie? You make it home okay? No big trouble? Drive in, drive out, I come back again. Drive in, drive out, I'm leaving. Drive in, drive out, don't care. Yeah, so this is, you know, somewhat done in the style of Portal. Like I said earlier, you know, the scenery is a little bit more dull. The story is much less compelling, and other things like that as well, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, here's maybe a thing. Alright, so if I do that, and then I let it go, where does it go? Okay, and then it goes up there. Trying to figure out what my, where is my, I mean, I need to get up there, but I'm not fully connected on, ow. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so I make this magnet. I drop the green, I turn this around and connect them up, then I turn this back around and jump on top of it. There we go. There we go. I'm playing a game. What do you mean not much is going on? I am winning. I did it. Yay! Okay, that was a long puzzle. That's the longest one we've run into so far. And there were like multiple times when there was a catch to it. The riding the square is a thing that I really did not think about. So, that's the trick it was trying to teach me. There's the statue. No, it's never chaotic in here.
Something is
Really wrong.
She's alive.
And reacting.
But I just can't get it to
Let go of it.
keep an eye on her.
And I'll call.
The extraction team.
See if they can
Come a
I'm a
month
month early. We were on this thing for a month? Or we were scheduled to be there for at least a month? This whole story she's telling me doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Alright. Turn on the power. Woo! Probably. I'm not gonna get it right now, and I don't know off the top of my head. Do 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 do. Any hoodle, yeah. So let's see other things in the past week. There's been an article going around after the Uber running over a person thing, talking a little bit about how maybe it's time for, you know, computer science to have ethics somehow be a part of the consideration, whether it's, you know, formal ethics training, ethics review boards, things like that. So that's been an interesting thing. Okay, so should I ride this again? Okay, so I need to get over there. In order to get over there, I have to... Cool. But yeah, so Zuckerberg was like very like his whole spiel to Congress was very heavily AI dependent. And as someone who has seen what happens when you attempt to have, you know, AI quote unquote, you know, implement the types of things he's talking about, I'm like, oh God, no! Like, please don't. Okay. So I need to attach this, move over. There we go. Come over here. Now wait. Be patient. Hello, Narcost. Okay. So, I think that's the final power thing to actually get this thing on. Maybe not. Narcost does talk so smooth. He's all like, brother man. And I'm like, oh, Narcost, you're a man after my own heart. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Okay. Oh God. Well, that's... Ah! Bang my head. Go. Okay. So, we turn this back around. We get a green thing stuck to it. We hop up on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Who is the man that da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Shaft? Can you dig it? Da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okie dokie. So now... Yes. Yes. Okay, so now that's open. How do I get up there? Trying to think about what you're trying to do to me. You better think, and you just let yourself be free. You better think. You just let yourself be free. Huh. I wonder if I'm supposed to like do that and then jump. Unreal Engine, I think, instead of Unity? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. Popped up with that, like, yeah, I think Unreal. Okay, so... Oh. Damn it. Not effective. Not sure if it was supposed to be and I just screwed it up, or if it just isn't. If there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think so. That's all I really got. Nope, that did not seem to work. Okay, think. There we go. Okay. Now. Oh, there's still more here? Ugh. Yep, there it is. Alright, I don't know what's so special in here. We got this thing, which moves that. Alright. One button active. Gotta figure out how to push that button. This is Qube 2, yeah, Leif, sorry. I know the game says Qube, but it's because YouTube Gaming doesn't know about the game Qube 2. Which you would think would not be that hard since it's, you know, in the Steam database that you can easily scrape via an API that's open and public, but, you know, whatever. Technology's hard. Bounce the block back over and jump on it. Alright. So if I do this... I need to go this way. I am currently stuck on an alien planet attempting to make my way to a beacon where a voice in my headset can teleport me back. So I'm attempting at the moment to power this reactor thing, and the reactor thing will hopefully power an elevator, and that elevator will help me... The elevator will help me get to where I need to be, I'm hoping. I'm confused, I think. Okay, if I do this... Jump on this... And I can ride this... That doesn't help me because I need to push the other button. Let me say reverse. You want it up? Oh, duh. Yeah, it's a step. Just use it as a step. Got it. Thanks. Sorry, I'm slow. Good call. Yeah, so every time I find one of those terminals and power it up, it lights up these green cables, and the main reactor for the elevator uses these green cables to power itself. So when I come back out here, I'm back in the world of the reactor and trying to figure out where my next door is, which is probably up top of here. There we go. Next set of puzzles. Alright. So, what do we got for puzzles? Take care, core. So the only things I can see so far in the room are attached to this. Okay. Open sesame. Targets can only be smashed by shooting a green brick at them. Alright. Now I can put this down. Nope, need to put that back up. Need to get another green thing attached to this magnet. There we go, and boom. Now we can put it back. And I can ride it to victory. Hopefully. Yep. That's the last one powered.
It's time to find out
It
what
is.
we've done.
Let's find out what we've done. Probably nothing important. Falling! I honestly kind of like Portal's no fall damage, like the long fall boots. I think they're a good take on fall damage, frankly. Alright. Hey, look, it's all lit up.
Well, it's powered as far as I
Stand
can
on the
tell.
elevator.
Now what?
Any clues on how to activate it? Okay, you're closing in on the beacon. I need you to locate any survivors. Once done, I'll see if I can lock onto your location. Then, with some hope, I'll try and extract us. Get us back.
Home.
Yeah. Home.
You don't even know where you are. You really think you're going to be able to get us home when you have no idea what's going on or where you are? Because that seems a little bit unreasonable to me, but what do I know? Like, we're stuck on some alien world that we don't know the location of, but I'll get you home. Don't worry. Ascension. Oh shit. Like a giant tentacle brain. Oh, it's a helicopter. Oh, that was what I remember. The helicopter.
Can you read me?
What is it? What do you see?
This isn't a space vessel.
What do you mean?
The beacon. It's not coming from an escape pod. It's from a human helicopter. Like the one we used to travel to the dig site. Emma, where are we?
This doesn't make sense.
Emma, tell me where we are.
No. We stopped it.
Oh my god. This is...
It's Earth.
Millie, I need to get you out of there now. I'm going to use that beacon location to try and extract you. Give me 1 minute.
Emma, what's happening?
Hold on, just 1 more second.
Emma!
Damn. I got deep real quick.
Oh. What happened? Emma? Emma? Are you there?
Like Planet of the Apes. The planet is Earth.
Damn it.
There is no life here anymore.
Whoa.
Who said that? Who's there?
We cannot sustain it.
Who are you? Hello?
We are the spaces that you move through. We are everything, and we are dying.
That's impossible. Tell me who you are.
We are one, and we are many. Media cross.
How do you know my name?
How
Yeah.
do you know my name? What have you done to my home?
We need your help. This that surrounds you, this is not our design. That is why we brought you here.
I don't understand. I just want to go home.
We will help you return. The portal behind you, it is death. Rebuild us and power us. Then we can send you back. We shall share our memories. Then you shall understand. Rebuild and power this decayed cortex, Amelia. Go forth to our first memories.
Looks like I don't have much
Nope.
choice.
That's correct. You do not have much choice. Okay, so I initially thought that I had gone on a mission to stop a cube from destroying Earth. Turns out that I had gotten sent back to the planet where the cube came from. Turns out I had gotten sent back to Earth. And for whatever reason, Emma did not know that it was Earth, which is a little bit weird. But
It must want me to power the reactors like I did before.
the expository explaining stuff is a little bit, I don't know. I guess I'm used to playing games like this, so it feels pretty straightforward. Like, look for the one thing that's different from everything else, so look for the yellow door and then go on, but it's a little bit much for me. Yeah, I agree, Leif. Okay, so I'm putting oil on this, but I don't know what that does. Okay. Hey, Hasoon, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Not much, just playing through this game. We are currently in Chapter 8, The Fall of Man, in this game, Qube 2. Probably about halfway through-ish. How are you this evening? Yeah, it's new. It just came out. There's an older version called Qube that's been out. That came out in like 2011, but this one is new. It just came out a couple weeks ago. So I ran into it at the indie booths in PAX and decided to give it a shot. And so here we are. I'll go ahead and do that. Plus just to say. Oops. Okay, so what did that do? That lit up. Oh, that moved that. Oh. Unfortunately, the only really good way to get up there is if I was standing on it before I did that, so now I've got to take it all and do it again. Okay, go left, pull this out. Drop a block. Right. In. Nope. Wrong button. You don't need to feel sorry for me. I don't know. Maybe I do need to feel sorry for me, but okay. Do this. Now stand on here. There we go. Now slide that back, slide it forward, stand on this, there we go. Okay, I have not played Qube, no Stingray. I have not. It was mostly the like quote of this is the game that Portal 3 should have been that got me to even look at this in the first place. Damn. Oh, okay, there we go. Do that. Now grab that. That over here. I mean, they do the graphics with 3D models in Unreal Engine. The physics, there's nothing really magical about a kind of standard physics model, I guess. Certainly there's plenty of implementation details and other things like that that kind of require some thoughtfulness, but overall, probably not, I guess, is the answer to that question. So if I do this from here... Yeah, it's got like no oil on it. Okay. Oops. Oh. Where's this connected to? Oh, up top there. How do I get over there? Thinking, thinking, thinking. No, I can't move it still, I think. Yeah, no. I can only move it by shoving it with either magnets or with like a red block. Oops. Alright, so let's see. I can get over here, but I've already pushed that button, so I don't think that matters much. Somehow I've got to get over there. I have a super cool suit on, so the gloves come from the suit. As far as I know, I'm human, but honestly, I don't fully trust any of the information that the other player in the game has been giving me, or character in the game, rather, has been giving me, because she didn't seem to really know what was going on. Okay, so this just turns on the oil. So I've got the oil on. What can I do to get over there? Oh, duh. I did not see that white square, though. Okay, so let's try this again now. Ah. I will ride on top of this. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. I'm going my way. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that I realized when I started working at YouTube, and I realized that like we had a problem with like timestamp management in some code we were working on, and okay, so I want to flip this over, and I just want to ride it all the way to the exit. So, boom. Oh no! That did not work as I expected it to. Okay, well, how did that not work? That seems like that should have just worked. Why did that not work? But yeah, so we were having problems with some content, and we just decided that we would, in the browser, we would tear apart the video files and just, you know, rewrite the timestamps inside the video file in order to match what we needed to match. And I was like, wait a minute, you mean we're going to, like, tear apart the video file, like update it to have better metadata, and then put it back together and just hand it off to the browser to play, and you can just do that? And I was like, yeah, what's the problem there? And I'm like, I don't even know how, if you don't understand the problem, I don't know how to explain to you that there is a problem here. Like, this is just not how computers are supposed to work. That's all there is to it. There we go.
Robert.
Robert was her husband.
I don't know where you are, and I don't know how long I have been gone. God, I don't even know what has happened to you or whether you will get this. But I want to say that I love you very much. There is so much I should have said before I left. And there is so much we need to talk about. Please hold on for me.
Yeah, so she misses her husband, who appears to be dead based on the words from this weird computer that's telling us things. Okay, so we've got fire. Okay, so when you light the oil, it turns on fire. And only fire doors can be opened by fire. Hello, Nico. Oh, Fox Den Raid. Hey, Super Fox, how's it going? Long time since there's a long time since I've been a CPG stream. Yeah, I haven't streamed for about 2 months. I had some work shit that was going on. So I am getting back to it now, and I'm getting back in style. I've got a new propeller hat that doesn't say my employer on it. I got fancy rainbow colors here. I got the rainbow tutu. I got the rainbow socks. So yeah, I got everything here. So thanks for coming by the stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thanks for the raid. Okay. So here's the thing. I've got fire. So if I do this, what does this do? That makes fire. Okay, so I need to... What? I need to... pull out one of these cubes. No, I need to... Hold on. Okay. Okay, so that's not very effective. Can I burn this? Does not obviously appear so. Okay. Aha. Now, if we go back this way. All right. Okay, here's what we got to do. All right, so we move this to the left. We replace this with a green block. We switch back to red. No, that'll get rid of it. Thinking. We've only got... Oh, we got another thing here. Okay, here we go. Green block. Drop the green block. Change this to red. Pull this out. This is going to have to go over here, actually. We're going to have to get this oiled up first. So oil up the block. Drop this. Oops. Back. Alright, so you are oiled. Get out of here. You are also oiled. Now, I can catch this on fire. Which will also catch that on fire. And it will slide into the door and burn it open. Excellent. I will not stream Roblox or Minecraft. I do not... I enjoy Minecraft sometimes, but The Minecraft community is not one that I am interested in streaming and being a part of, and Roblox I have absolutely no interest in. So Roblox isn't stupid. Roblox is a perfectly reasonable sandbox game with a wide variety of mini games targeted at a younger audience. In the same way that I don't play Hypixel Minecraft, I do gentle creative stuff, making houses out of standard blocks. Whoa, that was something. It's skipped there for a second. I think that Roblox is something that's very much targeted at a younger audience. Oh, it turned me around. So very much targeted at a younger audience, and has a bunch of mini games in it. So you regret never playing the game because you wanted to do more work, Jose? You wanted to actually say I play video games for a living, just for a little while? And I disagree that no games are stupid. There are definitely stupid games out there. But even if it was just my opinion and not actual fact, which it definitely is, actual fact that is, it still wouldn't mean that, you can't say it. Stupid is an opinion you can have. Now, of course, computer games don't tend to have brains, so it's not necessarily a very sensible opinion, but it's still an opinion you can have. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? I don't think Minecraft has gone down a lot. I think Fortnite and these other things have added to the picture, but not, it's not that Minecraft has gone down so much as it is that everything else has gone up. Huh. Okay, so what else do we have? Do we have another block anywhere here? Got these buttons. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this, put that away, put it back out, light that on fire, and there we go. Excellent. Oh, it's another one of those creepy statues.
I don't understand.
James,
I saw him
he was there. Just normal, not...
10 minutes ago.
Now? Well, look.
What could do this?
Yeah, that's creepy, as usual. Statues are telling a story, but it's mostly a weird, discombobulated story with multiple voices, so...
We store information like you do in a mine. The truth is in this information. Exposed as we die.
What truth? What are you?
Activate the room and I will share a memory with you. Through this you shall understand.
I deserve to know what you've done.
I mean, what you deserve isn't really relevant here. You're talking to some kind of weird alien intelligence. I don't think you're going to convince them that you are right and they are wrong. Okay, where does this button go? That button is up there. Alright. Not gonna work, I don't think. That button is also up there. Damn. I was hoping that was actually going to launch it, but... There are 2,300 people streaming Fortnite. That sounds about right. I mean, there are some games that are just bad. Like, I think it is reasonable to say that Bible Knight Adventures for the NES is bad. It was a game that was trying to do something and failed to achieve its goal in any way. It is difficult to play, has broken gameplay, other things like that. There are games that are more, much more popular and well-made than that are still stupid in my mind, but there's some games that are just like, no, this is not a game that needed to exist, and you did, even if it did need to exist, you did it badly. Okay, so until I get up there, let me try this again. So, let's see. I can still do this. Slide this block. Yeah, but that's not enough. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, Mathros. There's a couple of Bible games, and one of them is decent. A little bit silly, but decent. And the other one is like buggy, broken, unlicensed shit that never really got finished, as far as I could tell. And that's the one I'm thinking of, which I think maybe not be the one that I said. I'm in the US. United States of America. Fuck. Fuckity fuck fuck fuck. I can drop a green on the red, yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, I can. That'll do. Good call. Well done. Hassoon, if my swearing is a problem, you probably shouldn't be here. Okay, so is this gonna turn off? Okay, so all right. I mean, people have different standards for cursing. 12-year-olds tend to have pretty low standards, and I understand that. But it is my stream, and I will say whatever the fuck I feel like, because that's just the way it is. Oh. I need to be... Oh, I am standing on this. Okay. That's not making it go fast enough. Okay, so riding that did not help. Despite my thought that maybe it would. Alright. So yeah, my thought was that... Yeah, so I have to get in here to get up to that other platform. It means that this is irrelevant, because until that happens, I can't get there. So what is our options here? Alright. So this gets me... No, that's fine. Take care. I am stuck, not knowing what to do. I don't have even a clue. It may be time for you to shut up. But I do not know why it's a cup. I don't know. What's thinking? Thinking. Push the green block back up the ramp. Oh, okay. Push this over. Comes all the way back. Keep coming. Go. And hopefully... Nope. No, it was a good idea. I'm wondering if I'm just doing it wrong, because I actually feel like it's the right idea. I mean, actually, I feel like I don't have any other idea what else to do. Oh, yeah. That is definitely the answer. Bluing it up. Gotta use all the colors of the rainbow. Okay, so now... That's fire. And that's fire. And... Oops. That's fire. Oops. Oh. I think I need that to not be fire. I need that to be oil and then be fire. Oh. Oil. Okay, good. Now fire. Good. Oh, that's not the place to go. Oh, okay, I forgot what I had to do. So, Orc Chaos, the story is, it's differently confusing, I guess. It is now more clear that I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so you get out of the way. Now I'm gonna oil this up. Yes. And I'm through. So from a practical perspective, oh, there we go.
Learners. We began learning like you many millennia ago. Our planet, our cells, our solar system, our universe. We learned of them all. We were consumed by knowledge.
Yeah, so I am now the only living thing on a planet with an ancient dying alien intelligence, which is going to teach me all of the memories that it has of what happened in order to help me understand how the fact that I'm the only living person on a planet with a dying alien intelligence became true. Yeah, that's about where I've gotten so far. What we did figure out is that the planet that we thought was like the source planet or whatever for the Qube that had been destroyed was actually Earth. So there was like a Planet of the Apes thing going on. Oh, okay. It's like, oh, something's missing here. Okay. Go ahead and do that. No. Oh, that was not effective. All right. Oh, crap. Okay. Right idea, wrong implementation. Try this again. There we go. Okay, door is open. That's correct, I did not. So the voice, I think, is supposed to sound like it's coming from all around. So I think that the coming from behind you is not a totally unreasonable sense. I don't know if it had a directional component in the game. I didn't really notice. Well, so this whole like test chambers thing is really weird. The alien intelligence basically said this thing isn't ours, and that's the thing. All right, what am I doing here? Pushing the button on this. Oh. That's not actually helpful. Like, great, now there's a cube up there to another place I already can't get to. Awesome. Beyond the green block. Good point. Singer is very smart. I need to have him here for all my games. Boom shakalaka. Good call. Alright, so that's oil. I need that at the moment. I don't think so. Okay, so I got stairs here at least. That's good. Oh, I don't actually. Thought I did. Okay. What did that do? This blue cable, does it go somewhere? Did it open something? Am I being silly? No, you're doing good, Stingray. Ah, but Mathros, that's why I have the CPG should always cheat rule. Okay, so this does... Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got to coat the green thing in oil. Alright. Coat you in oil. Good. Now I'm going to send you on your way. Have fun! There we go. Okay. And now... flip this. Damn. Did it make it up? It did. Okay, so I gotta stand on top of that when I do go that way. Oh, I think that green thing is what it lifted. Okay, so, flip this around. Go here. Attach a green block. Catch it, douse it in oil. Send it the other way. Hop on top of it. And... oops. Okay. I need to turn this to an attractor. There we go. Do it again. And now, for my final trick. Boom.
Everything is connected. Each space, each room is part of us. Restructure each one and make this information whole.
Yeah.
I think I understand. The structure of these rooms. They determine the form of the memory. These rooms are a language, a code for information. That explains how we powered the lift.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to save and call it a night here. There's at least 4 more rooms in this thing, and I don't know how long I think this game is probably only about another hour, but I'm just not going to be able to do it tonight. So, anyway, thank you all for watching, as always. Switch to main menu. It's been lovely to have you. It's been lovely to be back to streaming. Thank you very much for the help, everyone who gave it. Thanks very much for hanging out and having fun. Thanks for the $2, Brad. And I hope that you enjoyed my my fancy rainbows. But yeah, I will be back almost certainly on Monday, and if not, I'm sure I'll catch back up again soon. Friday and Monday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. On Monday, I'll be back to playing something retro-ish. I don't know if I'll keep the full rainbow thing. I like how I look. You know, I'm pretty. I like being pretty. But we'll figure that out later. And I'll do a little dance for you first. Yeah, so no, but seriously, it's good to be back. I do need to get back in the habit of taking notes on things to talk about when I stream. I do want to get back into the groove of that, and I hope that you had fun if you hung out. And yeah, it's good to see all of you, and I'm out of here. Have a good night. Bye bye.